I'm so glad you got on this call to join me regarding the Cancun event. This is what we call the Inner Circle Retreat. It's going to be a lot of fun together. For those that don't know me very well, my name is right here on the screen and my email as well. I am a real estate investor. I have been an investor for many, many years, and I started with a billionaire in the early 80s. I've been on my own for 21 years investing. I have a lot of commercial buildings. I do residential real estate as well. I have business models that are very successful, and I trade the stock market. So I am really organizing this event in Cancun to share with you some terrific experience and get you to go to another level completely. The evening you arrive, it's going to be at the hotel here in Cancun where I spend most of my time. You will actually get to see where I live, how I live. You'll meet my wife, my kids, and you will see how I'm able to manage my businesses from a distance, how I trade the stock market, how I have a private fund, how I have all these businesses, including the actual training company, and run it all successfully. So we're going to actually, on day one in the morning, we're going to meet, and to get to know everybody and to get to know each other, we're going to go take a trip to a very unique archaeological park. This is a vacation after all. We're going to really get to know each other, have a terrific time. It's one of the best places I've ever been to. Cancun is really unique. If you've never been here, you will see what I'm talking about. We'll spend the whole day having fun in the sun, enjoying some great food, and just great entertainment together. And if you have your kids, they're more than welcome to come. It's going to be a great day, all of us together. We come back to the hotel, and the next day is day two. Officially, we start the training. We start early in the morning. We have breakfast together, and then we literally walk right on the beach to the banquet room. And then I'm going to cover with you stocks and options trading strategies. I've been trading the stock market for over 20 years. I've done very well. I've demonstrated that in many seminars. If you've been to any of my events, you've seen the results. We've done the training last year, and we've had people do 30% in 1 year already in returns, and they've had no background in stock or option trading whatsoever. The difference between me training you in stock and option trading versus anyone else is I can tell you that 50% of the money you're going to make comes from corrective strategies. You're going to see exactly how to correct the strategy, not just take the perfect positions, but how to correct them to magnify your profits, minimize or eliminate the actual downside. I've done very well, and I'll show you, and some of you can trade with me right there online. I'll tell you what homework I need you to do in a minute to come in prepared for this. But the key thing is we're going to finish the day. You're going to feel more comfortable and totally understand exactly what you have to do. And on day three, when we start in the morning, we're going to review some trades to make sure you got it, you understand it, you can do it on your own. And then we're going to do the exciting $50,000 challenge that I have for you, which is a commercial real estate retail challenge. Now, we're going to give you access to over 4,000 national tenants that you can call. I have locked in one of my commercial buildings in a terrific location in Old San Juan, Puerto Rico, right next to where the cruise ships arrive. I own practically the whole street, and I have some of the biggest tenants in the world there. I have Coach, there is Sunglass Hut, there is Harry Winston, there is Dooney and Burke, there is Guess Jeans, Tommy Hilfiger, and you're going to see I have a building for you. I have all the measurements, all the paperwork you need, all the documents, and a video for you to really grasp exactly how you're going to communicate with tenants to tell them and invite them to come into the building to sign a lease. I'm going to show you exactly what you need for letter of intent, what you need to actually tell them on the phone, what documents you send them by email, and I will have with me in the room in Cancun an expert consultant that represents tenants. So you hear it from the tenant point of view as well. And you're going to practice with him, we're going to grill him, we're going to ask him questions, and you're going to leave that day knowing fully exactly what to do when you want to get a tenant into a building. The most important thing is to have a landlord that actually cooperates with you for your first time to practice, and I am the landlord, and not only will I cooperate with you, but I will pay you $50,000 when you get a tenant signed up, and it shouldn't be too difficult. Now, of course, there's always one winner, and the rest are going to wonder, well, what will I win? Well, you would have won because you would have practiced. and got to get responses for a real building and a real communication. And for the following 90 days, that challenge will continue. So 90 days after you graduate from the event, I will be with you. I'll get on the phone with you if you need to with the tenants. We'll do conference calls because I want you to win and I want to win. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. On day 4 of the event, we're going to now do the business practice and business solutions. I'll tell you what I need from you to get prepared for this. Some of you don't have any problems and solutions for the business. You already have a great business and you want to raise capital to expand and scale your business. I'm going to show you exactly how I funded some businesses. I have done angel investing and I've actually did startups, and I'll show you exactly what you need to say to pitch your business and raise capital in less than 15 minutes. I'll show you and you will be able to practice that. And on day 5, we'll continue hearing your problems for your business and offering you solutions, brainstorming solutions, and or having you tell us how you want to raise money and we critique your presentations. And I'll tell you exactly how we're going to do this in a minute. And what's really exciting about this event is, unlike any other event, what we do is we see who can be teamed with who else, and we get you to do what's called peer mentoring, where we can take Susie and Joe and we say, okay, you two are going to actually stay in touch with each other. You will have each other's action plan, and once you leave Cancun, weekly you get on the call and Joe will tell Susie for 15 minutes what he's doing to accomplish his business plan, and Susie will tell Joe what she's doing for 15 minutes to accomplish her business plan. This peer mentoring is so powerful. We've had the best results. We've truly had 100% participation and incredible, phenomenal results. And then when we're done with all this, we're going to spend the 6th day, last day, on a catamaran trip to snorkel in some of the best waters in the world. Cancun here is known to have 7 different colors, some of the clearest and warmest waters in the world, and just an incredible reef. So you will get to see how I live. You'll get to see how you can trade 4 minutes, literally 4 minutes a week, 4 minutes a month, and make incredible cash flow if you follow the system. You will see how you can actually bring retail tenants into buildings and not even have to own the buildings. You can literally assign these contracts and make a lot of money. And you will see exactly on any business you have how to have solutions to take your business to another level. And when you're ready to expand it, you'll know exactly how to raise capital. So some of you will stay an extra day or 2, and I welcome you to do so. Some will fly back, but we'll be having the time of our life. The vacation that pays, $50,000, and a lot of fun. By the way, if you're bringing your kids, we even have babysitting for you. My kids are here. I live in a hotel. This is where I live, so you're going to be literally in the condo next door, in the condo upstairs, downstairs, and we're really going to get to know each other. So every day we're going to be done around 5:30 p.m. because we try to balance the day. All work will be too much, all fun will be too much. So when we finish the work and the studies, we come out, we play a little volleyball on the beach, we have dinner together. This is an all-inclusive training, all-inclusive trip. So we even have a day where we go shopping nearby to a place called La Isla, which is one of the most beautiful shopping malls in the world. You'll see it and you'll be the judge. So let's talk about what you need to do to be prepared for the actual event. The stocks and options, I need you to do some homework. I want you to open a trading account and get access online. And when you open a trading account, they ask you for what level of trading approval you want. You want the highest possible level. For some companies, it's called level 5, some is called level 6. What do I mean by highest trading approval? Meaning you can trade options, you can trade on margin, you can buy options, you can sell options. Try to get the highest level of approval. They're going to ask you if you have experience. If you have, tell them. If you don't, tell them you're taking training, you've been trained. You want the highest level of approval so you can trade the way I want you to trade. So get that account open. You can use Charles Schwab. I used Ameritrade. My favorite is TD Ameritrade. You can go tdameritrade.com. You can go to E-Trade and many others. What I want you to do is once you open the account, I want you to practice what's called online paper trading. and that will give you just a basic practice on how to place orders. But I'm going to make it even easier for you. I will send you, all of you, actually already I believe sent you 2 sessions that I've done introducing how the terminology works, how the trading works, how to actually open a trading account, how to place the orders online. These are 2 sessions that are about 1 hour and 20 minutes each, and Kevin has edited them. Kevin is the videographer. He had edited them. So they should take you about maybe 2 hours or so of watching me on videos. I'm fun, I'm animated, but at least you will learn exactly how to place your orders and the terminology, so you're familiar with calls, puts, and what all these mean. This way you will come in prepared to trade. And I promise you this, if you spend the 2 hours watching the videos and open the trading account, come in at the end of that day of trading and training, your confidence level and your certainty level will increase tenfold. You will see how I've traded for years. I started trading for a billionaire, and he had hundreds of millions I was trading. I traded, and I showed you, I trade millions of dollars. I will try to leave a small amount in the account so everybody can relate to me. Maybe I'll leave 100,000 in the account so you can see what 100,000 would do. Last time we did it for 2 million when we were trading, and you will have that video of the last event. So you can see a large account, you see small account, you see that the strategies are practically the same. It doesn't matter if you have 2,000 or 2 million. It's the same principles and the same strategies, and how to correct as the stock moves with you or against you to magnify your profit, minimize or eliminate a downside. You'll see how it works like magic. Now, if you do that homework, you'll be ready for exactly what we cover and what we do. And the day 2, which is the next day of the training, if you will, we will be covering how to get commercial real estate tenants into retail buildings. There is no homework needed. I just want you to come in with an open mind. Come in, prepare your questions for the guest speaker. His name is Paul. Phenomenal, experienced person. He knows international retail. I've known him for 13 years, and he's a consultant for many big companies like Crocs, like Del Sol. Just phenomenal guy, and we will get to practice with him. I will also give you all the documents, like the letter of intent. I'll give you access to an interview I've done with my attorney explaining the actual lease, paragraph by paragraph. You'll have videos of me walking in the area of Old San Juan, Puerto Rico, where I actually have the building. So when you send that to a tenant, they are like walking the street with me, and I'm talking about the space. I walk into the space. It is the best way to have people, tenant representatives, to actually commit and tell you, yes, I'm interested, I'm going to sign the LOI, or if they want to negotiate the LOI, we can go on the phone, and you will see me participating with you. So for 90 days after that, you'll have that opportunity to make $50,000. And if you don't make the $50,000 because you did not make it happen and someone else did, guess what? You practiced, you had me as a coach, and that is an experience of a lifetime. And you know, the reward is for 90 days, which is plenty of time. People can do this. I usually get a tenant within 30 days, but I've blocked that building for you so we can really have a great and fantastic success story. Now that I covered the securities and the homework for that, on day 2, the commercial real estate retail, you don't have any homework other than just paying attention when you're here. I want to talk about the homework for your business. Now, it's very simple, 3 steps. I want you all, before coming to Cancun, to describe the business in one statement, kind of the problem and solution. P&S here means problem and solution. What does your business solve? If you can have a slogan, for instance, like the Pizza Hut that says, a hot pizza delivered in 30 minutes or it's free. Okay, it's just one slogan, okay? Federal Express, when they say, if you absolutely positively need it overnight. You know, what is your business? What do? You simplify people's life, you solve a problem of some sort, etc. I want to hear that in one statement, one slogan. That's going to help you focus. So everybody would know what your business is all about. Then you got to tell us what results you think you can achieve in 6 months if you have no obstacles. What kind of profits? What kind of gross sales? So you can say something like this: I am in the jewelry business, or I'm in the real estate business. And the slogan is, we build properties that are first class, or we build the eco-green best properties in the world. And you can say, I feel that in 6 months, if I have no obstacles, we can be selling at $1 million a month, and our net will be 15%, 150,000. Well, that's wonderful. Now we know what business you're in and what you can achieve if you had no obstacles. Now we want you to list all the challenges and problems and obstacles you have. And resist the temptation to start putting solutions down. I want you to write as many problems and look at them. Just keep writing them. Keep writing. And usually the problems are either people, you don't have the right staff, you don't have the right key people, maybe it's product, maybe it's technology, maybe it's marketing, positioning, maybe it's the actual profits that you're not getting, maybe it's the margins of profit, maybe expenses too high. But once you put down all the problems, I want you to review that sheet, and I want you to send it to Ashley and me, because I want to review it and I want to be ready for you when you come to the training. Once you stand in front of everybody and describe your business and tell everyone what you can achieve in 6 months, and you're going to put your problems in the event, during the event, we will brainstorm solutions. We're going to be sitting in separate tables. Every group is going to brainstorm solutions. They're going to write it on a flip chart, and then they're going to share the solutions with you, and you're going to pick and choose what solutions, what action plans you feel make the most sense for you. And you're going to commit in front of us to a 90-day action plan that we're going to put in writing for you, and then we're going to share your action plans with a peer of yours who's going to share with you coaching. So you're going to coach them, and they're going to coach you, and you're going to see how great it is to have a real action plan based on a brainstorming from different backgrounds and different mentalities. I've had people tell me, my business is different. I don't know if it will work for me, but I'll try it. And once they finish with the brainstorming session, they just cannot believe the ideas that came about, because everybody thinks different. And when you're open to these ideas and principles that apply to other businesses, your business is going to go to another level. So your homework again is to send me by email an attachment, a slogan of your business, a small description, what you think you can achieve, and all the problems you may want to have. You can write me 20 problems, 60 problems, whatever you think the problems are, that if they are handled, you will reach that goal that you have. And some of you may not have problems. Some of you may have just a great system and your business already doing very well. So all you want to do is you feel that you have a great system and it's automated, and you just want to scale it, and you want to know how to raise capital. So your job then, your homework is not going to be to tell us about your business and challenges. Your job is going to be to pitch the business as if you're raising money. So you have a choice. Do you want problem solved, or do you want to learn how to raise money? And if you want to learn how to raise money, then I want you to prepare and send me 10 slides. And here they are. First slide, present yourself. Maybe a little picture of you, the title, and background. When you present this, it should not take you more than 1 minute. Let me tell you, I did some angel investing last year. I've listened to pitches where people tell me about themselves for half an hour. I'm lost after 3-4 minutes. That's it. I want to know about the business. So present yourself in 1 minute, 1 slide. Then go right into describing the business. 1 statement. Okay? What is the problem out there in the market, and how is your business solving that problem? That's powerful. That's what we want to hear if we're going to give you money. All right? Then number 3 slide. Why is your business so unique? What is the business model? We're buying into a system. Is there a system in place? Is there an automation that actually combines people's work, marketing, technology, and finance? These are the 4 areas we want to hear about. If I see you have a good system, I am interested in your business. If I see that your business has solutions out there for problems that exist in the market, I'm interested. Number 4, the 4th slide. What are your sales results? I want to hear that you've done some sales. You're not a startup. I want to hear that you're an up-and-running company, and here are your sales. And when you tell me about your sales, we want to hear about your competition. No business is an island out there. So let's be real. Tell us about your competition. I don't want to hear, oh, I have no competition. I have a competition, here's how we're positioned against them, here's what they do and how we do it better, etc. So that's your fourth slide. Fifth slide is why do you need the money? Ideally, we want to hear that you want the money because your business is up and running and you want to scale it. You're ready to grow. There is always a critical mass, and we want to hear about that. So that would be the ideal slide for number 5. Now, number 6 slide is actually what facts back up your vision. I want to hear the numbers, facts and figures, statistics, trends. So if you tell us, we feel that we can grow and be in every corner in Los Angeles, California, and in San Francisco. Why? Is there a need for your business? Is there demand? Show us something that backs up your vision. Number 7 slide is we want to hear about team and timelines for projections. If you say we're going to grow and we're going to double the business, what's the status now? Oh, we're ready, we got everybody lined up, but we just need the money, or we have a product on the drawing boards, we're waiting for approvals. What is it that, where are you? So what's the status of the business? That should be slide number 7. Slide number 8, what do you offer in return? Are there any guarantees? So, okay, so you're trying to raise $1 million, and we're going to give you, 10 people are going to give you $100,000 each. What do you offer in return? 10%? 8%? Piece of the business? We're going to own 50%. How did you value the business? And are there any guarantees? Are there any assets? So it's not just potential. We want to hear. Maybe there are no guarantees. You don't have to have guarantees. In a lot of businesses, it's high risk but high reward. Well, we want low risk, high reward. Can you make it like that? Show us that in slide 8. Slide number 9. It's not about the money. It's always good to show that you're just on a mission to maybe make money, have fun, and help others. Maybe change the world like Apple wanted to do, Steve Jobs. So it's always good for people that are going to invest in a company to hear that it's not just about the money, that there is a mission of some sort, that you're really trying to do something that is a bigger reason and with a bigger future. And then number 10 slide will be explaining the exit. Tell us, how are we going to exit? How are we going to? Are you going to go public? Are you going to just sell it to merge with another company? Are you waiting for a big takeover? And that's your close. And if you can do this well, you should be done within 10 to 12 minutes. 1 minute on each slide without running, just explaining with clarity. A little picture on each slide will even make it easier for you and make it easier for everybody to follow. And that's when you open it for questions. And let me tell you, we're going to critique you. And if you are not telling us about problems and solutions, if you're just telling us about your business and your pitching, meaning raising capital for your business, we're going to give you feedback. We didn't understand this, or why that, or why this. And I think this is going to be so helpful for you. Those that have done any of my trainings in the past, you know, we've done syndication training, which is group investing and how to raise money for commercial real estate projects. Hey, I welcome you to bring me that here if you want to practice that as well. We've done that in Puerto Rico events. This is a very special event. It's more focused on business, and real estate is a business. We've had brokers, we've had attorneys, we've had people in different businesses. So it's really exciting to do it and hear the results and the feedback of how people perceive your business. So to recap, it's going to spend a week. We're going to spend a week together. The evening you arrive, we're going to be ready for you. Next day, we're going to spend a fantastic day together. And day 2, we're going to actually do stocks and options, the most advanced and the most powerful strategies. I'm not going to overwhelm you with a lot of strategies. Actually, you will see I'll take 2 strategies and I'll hammer them to death. And they're the most powerful strategies I've used for years. I've had people from Morgan Stanley, Securities division, and they were so impressed. You can see them on YouTube. You know, on YouTube we have over 1,000 video success stories. But very few people come to these advanced trainings, the Inner Circle. This is limited to practically less than 20 people. On day 3, you're going to see how we're going to review the trades to solidify them in your mind, and we're going to spend the whole day on Commercial Retail Challenge. You can win a $50,000. I know you can do it. And you're going to practice with me. You're going to master putting retail tenants into buildings. This is the perfect time. market is coming back, as you see statistically. Retailers have not grown for 2.5 years. They're anxious to start expanding again. And I'm talking not just Subway or Radio Shack. I'm talking big tenants. I'm talking all kinds of retailers. And you can really, really magnify your returns knowing exactly how to do it using one of my buildings and my support for 90 days. Then we're going to practice on day 4 business challenges and solutions. You're going to hear the brainstorming of everybody, but if your business is already up and running and you're doing very well, let's talk about how you can raise capital. Your presentation, then you have a choice. You either talk about challenges and we can work on the solutions with you, or you can tell us how you want to pitch your business and we can critique you and tell you if it works. And we'll have plenty of time to do this. 2 full days, everybody gets their time. We spend about an hour with each person, and they are just down to the actual action plan, how they're going to do it. And peer mentoring, you get the chance to help somebody else and be helped. And from the peer mentoring, I look at students that want to grow with me as we expand the training company and we keep growing. And in the final day, everybody want to celebrate together. We spend the whole day on a catamaran trip. Again, this is an all-inclusive event. It's just a lot of fun. We get to really know each other because the following 90 days, we work, all of us, very closely together to obtain results. I want you to know that, you know, a lot of people say, well, but what if I'm an executive in a company and I don't have a specific business, it's just me. I am the product. I am the company. Well, I'm going to share with you, we did the event last year, and one of the people that came up to speak is Barbara, and here she is in Cancun. This is actually in front of the hotel right there. I mean, we literally walk on that sand, and you will see that boat actually still docked there in the water. We play volleyball right behind her where she stands there. So she said, when it came her time to talk, she said, well, my business is me. I'm an executive, and I want to talk about something personal. The challenge I have is I'm very successful, so I intimidate guys, and I cannot find the right person to have the right relationship and get married. And I'm in my early 30s now. I'm just getting concerned. And, you know, the fact that she opened up, everybody listened very carefully, took it at heart. Every table brainstormed on solutions. Her mom was in the audience. She was presenting something about real estate and storage facilities. It was phenomenal. And every group gave her the action plan. She chose the ones that make sense. We did some peer coaching. And I am so excited to announce that less than 90 days later, she invited us to her wedding. She married a wonderful patent attorney who is an engineer by trade as well. So, and even better news, a couple months later, she sent us the fact that she is pregnant. And I am just so excited for Barbara. And just the fact that she sent us all this has been just phenomenal. And sharing success stories like this, I can go on and on telling you each person. We've had Ricardo, who actually has never traded before, went out trading. He put a chunk of cash in an account and did in exactly 12 months over 30% returns. Just trading the 2 strategies I shared with him, with the audience, simplified his life. He's a top executive at eBay and he's done very, very, very well. And we've had other people that actually transformed their business. We've had a gentleman that actually realized he can retire by applying exactly what he had to do. We had Rosanna that some of you have seen her video success story on YouTube. Some of you have seen her in the classroom when she stood there. She grabbed the microphone with Anita, and they said that they discovered their business that they thought was worth $250,000. They wanted to sell it at $50,000 just to move from it. They were so re-energized when they came back from Cancun. Their business was valued less than 90 days later at $1,250,000. They have capital being thrown at them. They're expanding. They got new locations, and everything is now practically automated. They're ready to transform their life and grow into real estate, not just business. Those that already enrolled, I want you to communicate with Ashley Jones, the VP of the training company, CMREI. You can contact her. Those that have not registered yet, and I know we had emails, people saying, I'm trying to register, change my schedule, this is a great vacation, can I bring my kids and all this? Ashley will answer any of your questions. We welcome your kids. This is the vacation where you can earn while you learn, and that's the slogan we've used for years. And Ashley is available at 408-320-9026. And many of you have her email as well. Ashley Jones, Ashley is with EE, Ashley Jones 1113 at AOL.com. Or you can also use Ashley Jones at CMREI.com. So you have her contact, and what I want you to do is I want you to be able to confirm with us quickly, because I'm trying to limit it to less than 20 people. We are already almost there. Very exciting time for us to do it and make it happen. And I want to open it now. Ashley, if we have any questions, could you please let me know?
Yeah, we actually have a couple. The first question that we got in was, do I need a passport?
Yes, well, this is Cancun. And yes, you do need a passport to make sure you update and renew your passport. And you don't need a visa. So this is Cancun.
The next question is, will you be available after I graduate from this Cancun retreat?
Yes, I'm available. I actually, that's why I gave my email for the students that are coming in. And I actually work with you for following 90 days to be able to get a tenant into the building, answer any of your questions. I've done emails, I've done phone calls, and I've even done conference calls. But please understand the challenge is for 90 days. So within 90 days, get me a letter of intent and you're in. So even if they sign the lease on the 4th month, you win. But just within 90 days, we're going to have an LOI signed.
All right, Ray asked how many seats are open for this July trip, and I know the answer to that. That's 6 seats, and I'll be able to probably fill that up over the next 5 days. So like Cherif said, just email or call me so we can get your reservations, and obviously we have to book airfare and get all the logistics planned, so it's very important to call me as soon as possible. But we do have 6 seats left. The next question for you, Cherif, is, are we staying at your house?
Yes, this is practically, I am part owner of the resort. This is a condo hotel, so it's they sell units. I have the largest unit here. So you're literally staying where I live, right here in Cancun. I spend most of my time now in Cancun, and you get to see exactly, what happens when you do things right in life and do the right investment and work with the right people and surround yourself with the right individuals that help you grow and succeed, and how anybody can do what I've done. I'm going to open my doors. Actually, you're going to meet my family. You're going to see my wife will be sitting with us for dinner. My kids will be playing with us in the pool when we play in the evening, etc. So yes, it is.
All right, I did have a couple of you ask me about the tuition, and yes, it is $14,995, and of all of you that are participating on this webinar with us will get that discount. So to answer your question, yes, you will get the discount, and the price is still the same. The next question, Cherif, is why are you putting up your building in Puerto Rico for us?
Well, I have really no downside. If I can get a tenant into my building, I win. And instead of just doing it myself like I've done it, I own practically 16 buildings right now in Old San Juan, and I'm not looking at acquiring any more buildings. I have what I need to have. I'm happy with what I have. I'm enjoying the training company and the growth we have with it. Even though we have slowed down a bit in 2012 versus 2011, I'm more selective who I work with. Those that are coming in to actually make it happen in their life, I'm happy to show you here. I'll hold on the building. You can make the phone calls. I'll work with you and through you. And what do I lose? If I actually get you to get me the tenant, great. I could have paid the $50,000 as a broker commission to somebody. So why not pay it to a student who wants to learn and is more enthusiastic and more committed to making it happen? So everybody wins.
And Cherif, I will say, you did the survey with a lot of our graduates earlier this year, and a lot of them had stated, what was holding them back was that they didn't have a property, and I think you putting it up gives them the practice that they need before they go out and put down payments on their own buildings.
Exactly. And remember last year we had the survey when we asked, what is your biggest challenge? I said, we need a landlord to work with me the first time around. And that was what really started this whole thing. Well, if you want a landlord to work with you the first time around, I am the landlord. Not only will I work with you, I'll get on the phone with you. I'm giving you the list of tenants. I'm I'm giving you a video describing the location, showing everything, all the documents, all the LOI. Practice with an expert right there, so you don't just hear it from my point of view as a landlord, owner of a building, but you hear it from the retail point of view, the actual tenants and tenant representatives and what they look for, top executives, how they're going to negotiate with you. So really, really exciting, yes.
The next question coming in is how much is a business partner or spouse to bring? And the answer to that question is $2,495. The next question is, Cherif, what trading platform would you recommend?
Trading platform, what do they mean by that?
I'm assuming that they are talking about Options Express or TD Ameritrade, something like that.
Oh, I think,
what do you trade?
I'm sorry, yeah, the company itself. Oh, I use Ameritrade. I'm very familiar with them. I like them. They are really one of the largest, if not the largest. So I like Ameritrade. I've had people use E-Trade, and they were very happy as well. Option Express is good, but you know, some people said they get charged a little bit more, or the margin calls are a little bit tighter. So I like Ameritrade. If I get to choose one out, I mean, I don't want to endorse anybody in particular, but I prefer Ameritrade, more familiar with it. And
all right. Next question is from one of our Puerto Rico graduates. If I attended the Wealth Retreat in Puerto Rico, would I benefit from the Cancun trip?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know, the Puerto Rico event was all about how to acquire commercial buildings, how to negotiate with the banks, how to negotiate with the actual sellers, and structure commercial real estate deals for acquisitions and for increase of value. Like we walked all my buildings there in Puerto Rico. That was a whole different training, and how to avoid taxes legally to get the right entity structures that are just phenomenal. I mean, the Puerto Rico training is $30,000 for a couple. I mean, it's just very intensive, as you know. And this one here in Puerto Rico, I did not talk about stock market trading. I did not talk about business solutions and challenges of business and how to take your business to raise capital. We did not cover that stuff at all. As a matter of fact, most people that came last year in May were graduates from Puerto Rico that knew the caliber of training they're going to get and the attention they're going to have and the results they're going to have after that. So this one, we're doing it really at $15,000 a person. It's a second person, $24.95. It's an incredible training, and it can build out on what you took in Puerto Rico.
All right, just a few more questions. Somebody said, if I want to raise capital for my AC business, will you help me find investors?
Will I help you find investors? No, I'll help you to pitch to investors. I cannot get you the investors. However, once you know where to go and how to actually present, you'll be able to get the investors. So I will show you where to go, but I will not hand you the investors, no.
The next question is, when I get the letter of intent from a national tenant, how fast will I get my $50,000?
Oh, very good. Once actually the way it works is as soon as the contract is signed. Remember, I need a 10-year lease, $20,000 a month, and the day they sign the lease, you get the $50,000. By the way, so you know, usually a broker will get 50% when they sign the lease and 50% when they actually commence the business. That is called the commencing date. But in your case, I'll do the whole $50,000 when they sign the lease. And if you think $20,000 a month for 10 years is a lot, let me assure you, across the street they're paying $22,000 and it's 10-year lease. Across the street, the other side is $23,000. So actually $20,000 is phenomenal and fantastic price. And I will even show you checks that you can show the tenants that this is the area and that's what people pay for 4,000 square feet space.
All right, that looks like about it. Just a few things to cover. Because you guys participated on this webinar, we will be sending the reports and all of the goodies from the email that you registered from. Of course, your discount will be taken into account on the tuition, and we're really excited to do the event mid-July. And like I said, we just need you to give us a call so that we can register you and get all the accommodations as far as your room and especially your plane ticket all in line to come out and join Cherif. And on that note, do you have any closing comments, Cherif?
No, I want you all to know that I'm very excited about this training. It's a very special training because it's one where I'm holding literally at my home here in Cancun. So I look forward to meeting you all and getting to know you better. Thank you so much, and see you soon.